children, good morning. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. Let me introduce myself. I am Anjali. I will be teaching you science for the 4th standard. Okay, so you have already learned the first lesson, food for the plants, right children? Okay, let us discuss the second lesson, food and digestion. I am here to teach you the second lesson, food and digestion. Okay, before that, let me ask you a few questions, children. How do you feel if you don't eat food for a long period of a time? And how do you feel when you come to school without having your breakfast? You look so dull and tired, isn't it children? At the same time, you'll feel hungry, isn't it? At the same time, you'll feel hungry and you'll find difficulty in learning and playing, isn't it? Let us discuss some activities that you do every day in your daily life. Right children, used to walk, used to play, used to work, used to study, etc. Isn't it? Can you perform these activities on a day you go without a food? No. Right children? We must have some food to perform various activities in our day-to-day life, isn't it? So why do we need food? What does food gives us? Food gives us energy. Food gives us energy to do work, to play, to perform various activities in your daily life. Right children? So we need food to get energy. Food gives us energy to get through the day. Food gives us energy to get through the day. And how does it help our body? Our body needs food to survive. For energy, we need food. So our body needs food to survive. For energy, we need food. All human beings as well as the animals need food to perform various activities. Right children? Okay, what does food contains? Food contains some special substances called nutrients. Food contains some special substances called nutrients which provides nourishment to the body. So food contains some special substances called nutrients which provides nourishment to the body. See children, you need energy to study and play. So food gives you energy. So food also helps you to grow. It helps you to fight diseases and stay healthy. What kind of food you eat every day? You eat different foods, right children? Fruits, vegetables, chapati, rice, etc. Isn't it? So but you always prefer to eat chocolate, some junk food like pizzas, burgers, etc. Isn't it? But it is not at all healthy. Your parents does not allow you to eat that kind of the food, isn't it children? So your body needs different substances for doing different things. Okay, so these substances are called as nutrients. Your body needs different substances for doing different things. So these substances are called as nutrients. So some nutrients give you energy, some help you to grow and some help you to fight diseases. So different foods have the different nutrients. So therefore to remain fit and healthy, you should eat different foods. Okay. So and to perform various activities to get the energy to fight against the diseases. So you must eat different kinds of the foods. The food you eat contains 5 main nutrients. Let us see what are those. First one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. So the food you eat contains 5 main nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and so you have already learned about food contains nutrients, what are nutrients and what are the 5 main nutrients, right children? So food contains the nutrients needed by our body to grow, remain healthy and to fight against the diseases. So food eaten by us is used by our body for the following purposes. So let us see what are those. To give us energy to do work, to protect us from diseases, to build and repair the parts of our body that have been damaged and for growth. Nutrients in food. In order to meet the demands of the body, we need to eat food items that contain different nutrients. There are different types of the nutrients that are needed by our body. So each one has a different function. First, coming to the carbohydrates. So the group of the food that help us to get energy to work, play and think, sugar and the starch are the carbohydrates. Here you can see the picture of the rice, bread, chapatis, maize, potatoes and bananas. And you can see in your textbook also food containing sugar and food containing the starch. Right children? So carbohydrates give you energy. So they give you quick energy. So therefore called as the energy giving foods. So children needs lot of carbohydrates. Sugar and the starch are the two types of the carbohydrates. Here you can see the picture children. Food containing sugars and foods containing starch. So sugar and the starch are the two types of the carbohydrates. So cereals such as the rice, wheat and the maize are rich in the carbohydrates. So are foods made from the cereals such as the bread, noodles, chapati and dosa. Sugary foods, potatoes and bananas are rich in the carbohydrates. Next, coming to the proteins, the group of the food that helps to repair and build different parts of our body. Example, pulses, meat, eggs, etc. They are needed in lesser quantities than carbohydrates. Proteins are the nutrients that help you to grow. They also help you to repair damaged parts of our body. Children need lots of proteins. Here you can see the food rich in vitamins and minerals. So these help to make our teeth and bones stronger and help to improve the quality of the blood in our body. Example, calcium and iron which are present in the milk and green leafy vegetables. And here you can see potassium helps muscles work and calcium for strong bones. So calcium is an important mineral. You need it to have healthy bones and teeth. So milk and the green leafy vegetables are rich in the calcium, whereas iron is needed to make blood. Meat, beans and green leafy vegetables are rich in iron. Next, coming to the fats. So the group of the foods that keeps our body warm and stores energy. Example, butter, oil, ghee. So these are needed in very small quantities. So fats also provide energy. So they are also energy giving nutrients. So they are stored in your body for future use. So when your body does not get enough food, it uses stored fat to get energy. So fats also help you to keep your body warm. So oil, butter, cheese, nuts are rich in fats. Children, here you can see the picture of a balanced diet. Okay, here you can see many groups in this balanced diet chart. Cereal group, milk group, protein group and vegetable and a fruit group. Right? So you have learned about carbohydrates, proteins, fats and the vegetables and minerals. Isn't it children? Okay. So a meal or a diet that contains all the nutrients in the right proportion to keep our body healthy and fit is called as a balanced diet. So your diet must provide your body with all the nutrients. So in the proper quantities for you to be fit and healthy. Okay, so no food contains all the nutrients in the necessary amounts. So for a balanced diet, so therefore we should eat a variety of the foods every day. So to make the selection of a balanced diet easier, so food items have been divided into 4 groups. Here you can see the cereal group, milk group, protein group and vegetable and the fruit group. Okay, so a diet that gives you all the nutrients in the right quantities is called as a balanced diet.